Halloween is a time of magic and mystics. But remain cautious, for evil always finds a path. It was nearing evening when all of the hobbits came home from frolicking in the Shire to meet with their friends, and all of the dwarves came back from the mines to slumber for a while. And all of the elves returned to their trees to feast on a meal.
At the stroke of midnight, darkness creeped into the hobbit hole. Odd, fanged beings ambushed Dodric and slowly beat him up and started drinking his blood. Then, they killed him. In the Dwarven Kingdom, much of the same was happening. We sent our mantis and spiderlings to go rip them apart, slowly tearing them limb from limb. And the elves' meal was spoiled by thousands of curious eight-legged creatures, hungry for a meal. As the elves and dwarves were slaughtered, you could hear a wolf howl out in the distance.
Welcome, everyone, back to Rimworld. So I hope you guys did enjoy my intro, and before we get into any gameplay, I just wanted to show off the mod list, and I would like to mention that probably next episode I will be launching the Steam collection for mods, but the major things you guys kind of need to know about this is that we are using all of the Call of Cthulhu mods, as well as Rim of Madness mods. We're also using Lord of the Rims, and of course all the vanilla expanded stuff. So this should be a pretty a spooky Halloween-based series. But with that out of the way, let us begin. Let's do a new colony. What do we want to do? I was thinking we should do the Vampire Strange Cargo start, just because it'll give us at least one vampire. Non-player characters have a 5% chance to start with a vampirism. So that would be like AI, and then one of our three people will be a 10th to 13th generation unknown bloodline vampire in a coffin. We start, it's kind of like, so essentially what it is it's the basic crash landed start, but you start with a vampire and it weakens the sun by 10%. So let us begin. Cassandra Classic, I guess. Yeah, I think Cassandra Classic's fine. Let's do Blood and Dust, reload anytime. And next, a seed pigeon. No, that's boring. Halloween. There we go. That's better. 30% world coverage, and let's generate the map. All right. So here is our map, and what are we looking at here? Bara's Doom, Kingdom under the Mountain. Okay. So these yellow patches are Malorn forests added by the what's it called? Lord of the Rims mod. So that adds stuff like dwarves, elves. They even have a magic system, but I will not be using their magic system. We will be using a magic system, but more for that later. So I think I want to go for a desert tile because we never play on a desert. That means we will be limited by our growing period. I just think it's kind of cool how you have vampires out in a desert. So maybe we go for this mountainous. As long as there's no caves, I'm kind of fine. 2060 growing period is really bad. Let's see if I can find a 3061. Alright, I think I found a good place. It's a desert, a very dry area which supports little life. There is very little arable land, and animal life is very sparse. Wonderful, wonderful, okay. So, we have a stone-type marble, granite, and limestone. It's got a 3060 growing period. It is large hills because I want more of plains. So let us go into character creation. So it looks like we have 3 randomly generated characters here. One of them is a dwarf. By the way, all of the Lord of the Rims characters get a buff, which makes them quite a bit more powerful than humans, which is kind of scary. Unless they no, they don't buff humans. Okay, so yeah, all of the Lord of the Rims are going to be a lot more powerful. Let's see. So our vampire, 10th generation Pivjavaka. Vampirism, thank you. Thank you for that. They've got 4 construction, 6 mining, 10 artistic. You know, that's not great. I don't like that. Ooh, we can have a dwarven vampire. No, I want a decent vampirism. I want a decent character. Let's see if I can randomize until we get someone pretty decent. Alright, so here is our starting group, I think. So we have a hobbit with vampirism of a gargoyle, 10th generation. I wasn't sure about the gargoyle bloodline. It actually gives you a little bit of a backstory. The gargoyles are not a true clan, but a bloodline crafted from the blood magic of Clan Tremere. Forged as their guardians, gargoyles possess wings capable of flight and hardened skin, yet suffer monstrous appearances. Okay, they start with 13 blood points, as you can see there. They are a hobbit, so, you know, that's something. They're kind of going to be our main constructor, animals person, and they eventually might be decent at intellectual. The big thing is that they've got really great traits. So apparently they can't do intellectual. I wasn't actually looking at that. So they'll kind of be our main constructor. Next we have Maury, who is a dwarf, who ironically is good at mining. He's got the raw count, heat lover, pessimist traits, so he's going to be really great at mining, but that's pretty much about it. He's got a really good combat traits, 9 shooting with a double passion. He's also got 8 medical, so that's kind of why I'm keeping him around. Then finally we have Tristerian here, who is an elf, incapable of dumb labor, has careful, shooter, gourmand, bloodlust, so again, really great traits right there. Only 1 shooting for careful shooter, so, you know, they might not have interpreted her properly. We have 2 plants, so she'll eventually probably be a plant person. She has 7 animals with a double passion, but the big thing is her social, intellectual, and she can also act as our cook. So, with that said, let's begin. Caught off guard during a makeshift tabletop role-playing game with a fellow shipmate, you are sucked into an emergency escape pod. After the crash, a strange coffin lays undamaged not far from other debris. It radiates an aura of mystery. Alright, there we go. Here come our people. So let's look at the map. I actually wanted some larger mountains, so this is kind of good. We've got kind of this central area that's very open. Any steam geysers? There's a chem fuel pond. I don't see. Oh, there it is. Steam geyser. Select all similar things on the map. And there's only 3 of these on the map. Okay. 1 over here, 1 up there, and I don't know where the other one is. Probably because I'm blind. But okay. Once our people land, let's see what we can do here. We quickly need to get some shelter because otherwise actually, let's just open the coffin immediately. Awaken. Alright, so Rose Sackville Baggins. I didn't notice her name. Okay, so essentially what we need to do first is build a shelter. And I'm going to build it out of steel because the steel is readily available. So let's go to structure, steel wall. They should build this pretty fast. 7x7. I didn't add the designatable shapes mod, probably because I'm dumb, but there we go. Steel door. There we go. Okay. Who's our constructor again? I know, like 5 seconds in, I've already forgotten. It is Rose. Okay. Then you get to that, please. We don't want you to burn. The rest. Oh yeah. Okay. So this is the blood mechanic. Rose is draining Trastrian's blood. As you can see, they get bites. And if we go to their needs, their blood slowly gets lowered. There you go. More of it's gone. I'm kind of surprised she hasn't stopped. Usually they stop after the 3rd bite. Okay, there we go. And Rose is now going to go bite on Maury. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for doing that. As you can see, she actually looks like a gargoyle, which is kind of scary, to be honest. Alright, so I planned out a few more buildings as well, but I should probably give our people guns. So, who has the best shooting? Maury, it looks like. Yeah, Maury has the best shooting, so he can get the bolt action. Since Rose is a kind of melee character, you know, a vampire, usually gets up close and personal, she'll get the plasteel knife, and the elf will get the revolver. Elf revolvers? Okay, that's kind of, odd. Alright, can you build that, please? There we go. That should give us our first building. Trashian, okay, you guys didn't... They didn't patch each other up. Okay, Who's our medical? It was Maury, right? You're the medical guy? Yes, Maury is indeed medical. You can just stabilize, and she should get up immediately. The way it works is that when Rose the vampire noms on our people, it gives them a minimum, like as you can see, a super easy bite, and it dissipates almost immediately. So she'll be up in a few minutes. We are working on these buildings pretty quickly. Let's put down some doors as well. Let's set up a stockpile zone. Stockpile zone. There we go. Just to make sure that all of our steel is listed. Let's check it out. So we got 105 steel left. That should be enough to build up the rest of these houses. Let's reinstall this royal coffin in here for Rose so she can sleep during the day. Because otherwise, she does some interesting things. I'll probably show you that off. There we go. We now have our full room. So everyone has a room. Let's put down a double bed. Something like that should be fine, at least for now. Pure luxury, honestly. You get to you get a metal shack with a wooden bed sleeping on sand. Also, apparently the animal we randomly spawned with is a cat named Dude. Wonderful. At least he's male. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Rimworld gave me a cat named Dude who was also a female. But now that we have our main kind of building set up, let's begin preparing for food. So as you can see, we do have the Bones mod, which is very interesting. Let's go to production though. No, sorry, I think it's no, there we go. Planter box. So we're gonna want to make these out of steel, and that's because we can't grow on sand. Though we could grow in this soil over here. Yeah, I think that's probably a better idea than building a planter box. So let's do a 9x9 of rice. Rice should be fine. And then we can put down another growing zone, like 5x5, and another 5x5 over here for cotton. And respectively, heel root. I don't think we can even grow heel root yet, though. Let's see. Yeah, no, we don't have enough skill to grow heel root. But I think that'll be good for now. The rice can secure our food. I might start growing corn, but I don't know yet. Who's missing a sidearm? You are missing a sidearm. Go pick up your sidearm, please. I'm also gonna immediately send Maury off to work mining some steel because I immediately want to create an expansion to our base. It's gonna be a hybrid stockpile and workroom for now, just because space and steel is kind of kind of the limiting factor here. Alright, I'm just gotta make sure I measure it properly because we can't build on this soft sand, so I think something like that will be fine. And then put a door there. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'm great at measuring things, okay? And then I think I might extend it a little bit more. Maybe like to there. So we can have our stockpile kind of in the front and then maybe divide it. Divide it like this. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. And then steel door, steel door. So earlier I mentioned that we are not using the Lord of the Rims magic mod. Number one, because it's insanely unbalanced. But number two, we are using Rimworld of Magic once again. I didn't start with any of the people that have magic skills just because, you know, I didn't think it was all that fair. So we will have to recruit them in the future, but I just thought I should mention that. We do have Rimworld of Magic. We actually just finished this building. So I guess I can show you guys what I'm going to do with it. I'm just going to throw a stockpile zone. On second thought, maybe we should put the stockpile zone over here. Yeah, because then they won't be slowed down. That makes sense. You know, I can think of what I'm doing before I do it. So let's haul that steel urgently. You know, all the wood. I can just hit O and do this. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot faster. And then what they'll do is they'll just haul that stuff over. And of course, Maury with his insane mining skill can do that practically instantly. We do have the hospitality mod, just because I think it always adds a layer of something. And this time I think we might actually create a hotel for like a vampire hotel. That's got to be a plot of some kind of movie. But in the workroom, we should probably put down a research bench just to get immediately on the research, because I'm always slow on research, and that's never a good thing. I'm also going to plan out another building, which is going to be our freezer and such. So, where do we put it? Maybe I can connect it on... No, I don't want to connect it on the back of that. Maybe right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put our freezer and kitchen over here. I really like this design of the building, like partitioning off of it a little bit. So, something like this should be fine. We can put the butcher's table. Then I should probably make it smaller. Let's see. Interaction spot table. Yeah, I can do something like this. We can have butcher table back here, you know, food storage, and then we can have our crafting up there. Let's put down some steel doors, and there we go. Any other production buildings we might need? Electric smelter, nutrient paste dispenser. Doesn't look like it. So let's get to work on that, please. Prioritize working. So the Rim of Madness has just started. Trastian actor has begun obsessively writing pages of strange symbols. As you can see, she does have an interaction bar. Is that a she or a he? It is a she. Age 2000, by the way. As you can see, there is a bar going up. And once that bar finishes, Trastian has no memory of the writing. That is still slightly dampened from the sweat of their labors. It is a ghastly book filled with a strange alien language that is not readily understood. The ominous-looking diagrams of ritual sacrifices and spells within the tome has some colonists unnerved by its occult nature, whereas others have proposed setting up a proper research center to further study the secrets held within. Grimoire completed. Alright, so now we have this Grimoire of the Occult added by Call of Cthulhu cults. I think that kind of makes sense. At first glance, the Grimoire compels the viewer to halt their gait. Upon closer examination, the seals and clasps that hold the tome together tightly closed become like a boggling puzzle to a starved intellectual. What secrets could it possibly possess? No. What powers? So if we look at Trastian right now, she will have sanity loss major, which gives minus 15% talking, plus 15% hearing, plus 15% moving, plus 15% manipulation, but also a massive mental break threshold boost. So she'll probably go on a mental break soon, which isn't great, but you know, there's not exactly much we could do about it. And if you listen very closely, you might be able to hear the book making noises. Yeah, there you go. So let's build a station. Let's do a Steel Forbidden Knowledge station. I think it fits in with our research station, actually. Speaking of research, let's queue up some research. We do have a ton of research, mainly added by, you know, the not Project Rim Factory. No, that we're not playing a high-tech series here. No, mainly added by a Rimworld of Magic and all of the Lord of the Rims mod, as you can see, Dwarven Kingdom, Buckler and Armor Smithing, Armor of the Elder, all kinds of stuff. But I think we're going to go for a classical battery. You know, just a normal battery. It's a bit odd, I know. So we'll go for a battery, and then we should probably go for microelectronics, just to get stuff done very quickly. Also, now that we have finished the Occult Grimoire, the obelisk has spawned in. Look at it, obelisk. I'm gonna claim it, and if we look here, a mysterious pyramid-like block of stone. It has an insidious aura. Once again, added by Call of Cthulhu cults. And this is about where my knowledge of this mod stops, so anything from this point is completely new to me. Alright, so we just built the station, the Forbidden Knowledge Station, I think. A cult has begun to form in your colony. Rose thinks that you should give this cult a name. What should it be called? Gatekeepers of Azathoth. You know what? That sounds actually kind of cool. Let's see. Cult founded. Trastian has founded a cult. Research and build an altar to hold congregations to expand our cult. Occult beginnings. Stirred with new possibilities, your colonists have caught some interest in recent occult events. Their beliefs can be tracked in their needs menu. This belief will slowly decrease over time, and you can strengthen the cult and their beliefs at the Occult Research Station. Auto forbid on normal research. Okay, cool. Oh god. You can still hear writing sounds. That doesn't seem intended. So, let's go to Trastian. She just founded a cult, apparently. Acquired a cult Grimoire minus 10. Oh, look, cult-mindedness. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Apparently, getting bitten by a vampire also gives a plus 12. So as of just to spite me, the game has automatically thrown a low psychic drone mail at us. That's not very nice, game, but okay. So let's set up some power. Let's go, we'll probably go for wind turbines just because it's the desert. So there's not a whole lot of trees that can block our wind. Where should we put them though? Probably like here-ish, to be honest, because of the sand. Literally nothing can grow there. So that won't be helpful. I don't know if chunks block wind turbines. Now that I think of it, they probably would. Like big rocks would block wind, right? That makes sense. Let's go to production and put down an electric stove as well. There should be fine. And then I'm just gonna go for a normal butcher's table because the electric ones are like a lot of money. So a lot of money, a lot of components and such. Anything else that we need? We should probably build an electric tailor's bench, and then of course I'll probably run power conduits throughout our buildings. Also, an interesting feature of the obelisk, I just noticed this when I was scrolling by. Guess what happens when you scroll near it? Well, I don't know if you heard that, but those were some creepy whisperings. But we do apparently have a raid, a double raid, in fact, which is kind of odd. All right, so we have Blue Jay here from the Pact of Bush. How are you, Blue Jay? Master Diplomat, Deathly Dodger. Wow, those are some incredible traits. Social of 8, 6 of plants. To be honest, this person's actually pretty great. They also got 9 crafting with a minor passion. We also have a raid from the Dwarven Bandits down here. Whoa, look at him. He actually looks kind of scary, to be honest. Psychopath Uncouth, 9 intellectual with a double passion. You're not a terrible character, but I would much rather have this guy, Blue Jay. So let's get our people up. Unfortunately, Rose won't be able to join us because, you know, the sun's up, so she'll kind of melt, which isn't ideal. So, I missed that confrontation, but apparently, the Pact of Bush and the Dwarven Bandits do not like each other, so he just decided to run over here and, cut Mr. Blue Jay's head off. That is, not very nice. Alright, I'm going to pull a flank on the lower area, just because that's kind of all we can do. We could have gone over the top, but you know, it's not really necessary. It's one guy who's going to bleed out in a few hours anyway. 4 hours after one shot. Yeah, there we go. He's already down. Again, he's not terrible, but he's not great either. So I guess we should just strip him of gear and then leave him to die. I mean, his gear isn't even that good, so maybe grab his axe. Yeah, let's grab his axe and then we can leave. So very oddly, it seems like all of our events are happening in 2s and 3s in this case. We just got an exotic goods trader from Portside Townfolk of Dark Pond. Wonderful English there. We have a mana drain. It doesn't really affect us, to be honest. And we also have a slaver from the Broken Garu. Oh, wow, that's actually kind of nice. I did build a little battery shed because, you know, battery sheds are cool. And I was actually just about to come back to show off the blood system for the vampires. So you go into here, you go into the bio menu. If you go, you know, click bio. And then you can go here, vampire skill sheet. And then it acts similar to the, I guess, Rimworld of Magic, to be honest. You can level up in these 3 trees. I guess you can do 1-1-1 or you can do 1-2-2. Pretty much you can unlock all of these powers, and that's kind of how it works. So Fortitude, I think we're going to go for first, because we can either go for Bat Form, become one of the Children of the Night, and gain its ability to fly with great speed. We can do Normal Flight, Lightweight, passively boost carrying capacity, and reduces the weight of the caster to allow for flight, which is kind of cool, honestly. So we can, I guess sort of this edge is their max abilities, kind of their ultimates, if you will. Skyfall picks up and carries a character high up into the sky and drops them to the ground for massive blunt damage. Sounds cool. War Form, you assume a colossal visage, suitable for fighting an enemy horde. Sounds very cool as well. Mist Form, Feral Claws, very cool. I think we're going to go for Fortitude, though, just because it says guarantees shrugging off 1 point of damage from any attack, which sounds really overpowered. So let's unlock that first. And she just gains, vampires gain experience from just doing jobs around the colony. So where is these traders? Where are these traders? What? You know, I'm good at English, I promise. Who is our social character again? Warden. Trastian is. So at this exotic goods trader here, it looks like we can buy some advanced components. We actually only have 9 components left, I think. I think this is us anyway. I don't really know. I'm just kind of guessing. They do have a Fox Fur fighter skill, Inner Healing. Teaches a fighter class how to dedicate some stamina and physical energy to increase healing rate and improve disease immunity. That's kind of cool. They've also got an advanced power arm. Unfortunately, we do have 800 silver, but I don't think we can afford much. Sapphire Necklace of the Worker. Ooh, okay. Adds an extra 1% global work speed. Wonderful. Thank you for that. I thought it was going to be a little bit better. Elixir of Power. Whoa, what is this? This stone flask is wrapped with golden inlays and a watchful eye made of a rare gemstone. When held, it feels like a heart is being inside of it. When uncapped, all one sees is a black liquid. Inscriptions along the back seem to indicate that consuming this elixir would grant untold power. The powers will fade in time, possibly within a season. During that time, one is treated to a taste of godlike power. Yes. Let's buy it. That sounds very cool. What would happen if you gave a vampire godlike powers? That's a good question. I think we should get Mori to drink it, though, just because he's kind of our main researcher. At least for now. Where's that elixir of power? Ooh. Who's going to use it? Reserved by someone else. Hey, Rose, stop it, please. I'm going to get Traston drink it instead, actually. We have to activate it? Where are you, Traston? Activate it on yourself. Let's see what happens here. This should be pretty interesting. And drink it. Blood of Tsaga. I can't say that. Tsagathu. Whatever that is. I'm sure it's important. Minus 80% pain, plus 5% consciousness, plus 5% hearing, talking, moving, and manipulation. They are a little bit hungrier, and apparently they have an 80% true JT_HI knockback explosive. And apparently extra damage plus 6% acid burn. Interesting, I guess. So we have the basic starting quest here from the Empire, and I figured, what's better than a basic vampire and a elf infused with whatever this god's blood is? Why not a psychic dwarf? I think that just, it makes perfect sense. So let's go to quests. Solitary Praetor, except with Mori. Bosma joins. Jump to Bosma. Silent level 4, that's actually one of the highest I've ever seen. At least, to spawn with. They also look like they are a magic person. A Wayfarer, okay. So they're kind of like a crappy magic user. Rose, let's see what you can do versus that man-hunting squirrel. Go beat it up. Yeah. Oh, feed on the squirrel. Yeah, let's do that instead. Lethal. Yes. Make it lethal, please. Lethal. Ha 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 ha. Stunned. And she's eating it right now. Very violent. Oh, she instantly killed it. Rose has just gained a level in vampirism, too. I guess we should just spend that point right now. Flights, probably? Let's do maybe lightweight, passively boost carrying capacity? Yeah, I think that's cool. And yeah, it's not even an active ability. Does that just give... Oh yeah, there we go. Lightweight flight. Boomalope Revenge. Oh yeah, I'm hunting boomalopes because we don't have any more food. On second thought, that's probably a bad idea, but it'll be fine probably. Fortitude, soak amount 1 all. Oh, okay, so lightweight gives minus 10 mass and plus 40 carrying capacity. That's pretty good, actually. Alright, let's send off the important Praetor and Mori's human ceremony. Let's just immediately go into this. We're moving pretty quickly, so let's keep up the momentum. Mori's human ceremony, accept, and let's see their group. Wow, that's actually a pretty large group, actually. And where are you going? Just a random spot up there. We don't really know where we're going. Let's go do the bestowing ceremony. Ooh, cool psychic waves. There we go. Alright, Mori is now a human. Very cool. And what side power do we get? Pain block. Okay. I actually really like the pain block power. It's probably one of the better level 1 powers, just because it means they can keep fighting even if they're, nearly dead. But I think that is a good wrapping up place. Today was, again, just a basic starting day. We did some occult stuff. We infused an elf with, apparently malnutrition. No, the blood of Testagua. Again, not exactly sure how you say that. We also have a vampire who is getting stronger by the day, to be honest. And you know what? This sounds like a joke. You have a vampire, a dwarf, and a demigod. They walked into a bar. But no, seriously, I think we will wrap up here. Today was pretty successful. We managed to get down basic power storage. We researched batteries. We're working on microelectronics right now. Of course, we set up kind of our bedrooms. We got some basic food storage. I should probably lower that down real quick, just in case I forget. I did start planning out a eating room, a dining room, and a recreation room. But overall, pretty successful. But with that said, if you guys did enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Any support that does get us out there is very greatly appreciated. Anyways, have a great day, and goodbye.